Hi everyone, thanks for joining me. Let's get cooking and you got this. So what you do first is you take your favorite pasta, whichever kind you want, wheat or white, and you break it in half and you put it in your Dutch oven, and then you use one thing 32 ounces, which is 4 cups, and you pour that into the Dutch oven here, and then you put it in your microwave for 8 minutes. I don't want you to have to wait to 8 minutes while I was cooking that. So then you get your pasta here, and then the next step is we are going to make our garlic for the sauce. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna cut our tomatoes, and I'm gonna cut them into like 6 pieces. And then you're gonna add them into the manual food processor. The manual food processor is good for salsas, guacamole, and more. And we're gonna make our bruschetta topping. Bruschetta is so good. My family likes my bruschetta recipe with a little help from someone named Giada, my favorite chef. And then I've already put 3 cloves of garlic, but it says 3 to 4, so I'm doing 4. So now what you're gonna do is you could either peel it, or you could just take your knife and hit it to get the peel off. Then you're gonna take your garlic press to make it into smaller pieces. If you like garlic, we have some new garlic tools that I could tell you about, so just put garlic in the comments. And so here we have the whole garlic clove, and we're gonna add it into our garlic press. And we're gonna add that into the manual food processor. So we have that here. Thanks for joining. And so now we have 4 things of garlic, and then we're gonna add the basil. So basil you would just chop up into smaller pieces. So now we're gonna chop our basil, and we're gonna add it to the food processor. You're gonna wanna read the recipe before so you don't make any mistakes, especially if it's the first time, because I like testing out recipes for you. So if there's a recipe you want me to test out, let me know in the comments. If you're watching it live, hit live. If you're watching the replay, watch the say replay in the comments. So then the next step is, this is also how I measured my basil. I already added all the basil, but you can do it in your measure all. So this side is for solids, and then this side is for liquids. And you can find a nice thing of basil, or you could buy it at the store. And the tomatoes, I just use these tomatoes I got at Jewel. And so now what we're gonna do is we have the tomatoes, the garlic, and the basil, and we're gonna put that in the food processor. And I used my Sankudo knife. I can't really say that. Can you say it? Let me know in the comments. And so we're just gonna, it's probably easier if you don't put it on the cutting board. So we're just gonna mix this. This is gonna be our sauce for the bruschetta pasta. And you can check on it. And so it takes a little while to make the sauce. So once you're done with the garlic and the tomatoes and basil, you're going to add this to the rock crock. So this is a rock crock. It's great because it can go in the oven, in the microwave, on the stove. It's good for soups. And this can go right in the slow cooker if you were using our soup mix, the tortellini, not the tortellini, the tortilla or the minestrone. So thanks everyone that's joining us now. I guess sometimes you forget the olive oil. When I'm looking for olive oil, you want to make sure it's just olive oil. So this just says all the different countries that the olive oil's from. And so you know it's 100% olive oil. And so I forgot the garlic, or no, I didn't forget the garlic. There's 4 cloves of garlic. You can never have enough garlic. So I used my smaller 1 cup measure all on the side, and I put the olive oil in here. And so now we're gonna do, since I forgot that, we're gonna add that back into the manual food processor. The manual food processor is great because you can, you don't need to plug it in at all, so you can take it anywhere. I know one time I brought it to my parents' house. So that looks a little better, more like bruschetta topping. Have you made bruschetta before? Do you do it the traditional way with bread? Have you made this recipe before? Some people like to add chicken to it, so you could add grilled chicken. What kind of protein do you think you'd put on it, or do you like it more vegetarian style? So now we're gonna go back to our pasta that cooked in the microwave, 1 pound of pasta broken to half with our chicken broth. And now we are going to, it says to use your chef tongs. You could use those, or I wanted to show you a new fall product. So far it's my favorite. I have some more coming soon. So this is whisk tongs. So you could use, let me move this here. You could use the whisk tongs to mix the pasta. Now we're gonna add the bruschetta topping to the pasta. So I made it in the food processor. Thanks everyone for joining. So this is the manual food processor, and I took the top off, and now this is gonna go into the microwave for 8 more minutes. And so it's gonna go right here in my microwave. You want your microwave to be on high. It's already on high. And so we just do 8 minutes. So that will take a little while to cook. So while we're doing that, you gotta have the Parmesan. It says 0.5 ounces of Parmesan, but I don't know about you. 0.5 isn't a lot. 0.5 is just a little bit. So I'm gonna make some room here. And it also said if you couldn't get everything out, that you could use your rubber scraper spatula to get it out, but mine came out just fine. And any orders placed today by 11:59 p.m. Central Time will be entered into a raffle to win some flexible mats. And I'll put the link to where you could order in the comments. And so I have my microplane adjustable coarse grater. I love it. So we're gonna put this down a little more. You don't really want to buy shredded cheese at the store because you could save money by getting whole blocks of cheese. Any kind of cheese, cheddar cheese, Swiss. So I already cut off the cheese. You put it right inside here, and then you just grate it. I prepared a little bit ahead of time in my prep bowls. These are really handy. And while we have some time, since you probably want to see what the final product looks like, the nice thing about the flex mats is you can just, they're flexible. So everything goes right inside here. And I could show you a few other newer products that we have here. So we have our cutting board. And so if I was prepping dinner, I could put some of the tomato mixture in for later. I could put cheese in one. There's a divider you could add if you want. There's also little things if you have tomatoes, like whole tomatoes. I actually don't like tomatoes in the refrigerator. I don't like the texture. But like say strawberries, you would want to add this to the bottom of the container so the liquids could just go down and the food wouldn't be sitting in the liquids. So while we have a little more time, if you missed it, anyone that orders tonight before midnight will be entered into a raffle to win flexible mats from me. And then I wanted to let you know that if you want to try on the apron too, we will give you a free gift for signing up if you want to try being a Pampered Chef consultant for 30 days. And the other thing I wanted to tell you is that the lid of the rock crock, you could use it for your food in the microwave. So if you don't want to use your saran wrap, because saran wrap can be expensive, you could just use the lid of your rock crock, and when you put your plate in, you put the lid on so your food doesn't splash all over the place, and you could reuse that. And so it has 4 more minutes to go. If you have any questions, you could ask them in the chat and I'll answer them later. And I guess since I have some more products here, these are a really good housewarming gift, wedding gift, any kind of gift. If someone asks you over, you could get some mitts. And then let's see, I'm not sure if you have any questions, but it's just going to be a little bit longer. If you want my fall newsletter, just let me know where to send it to you, or I could tag you in a post in my VIP group here. And you'll want to try a lot of our different seasonings, taste buds. You get 3 packets of seasonings, 3 recipes, and some alternative ways to use the recipes. So that's another good thing to take the guesswork of what's for dinner. And then, so the bruschetta pasta doesn't take very long. In the microwave, it's 16 minutes, so it's really convenient. This is my first time testing out making pasta in the microwave, but it seems like it's really easy. I've always had good Pampered Chef recipes, so I think it's going to turn out. What's your favorite Pampered Chef recipe? Say it in the comments here. Let me know if you're watching live, the replay, if you have any questions about the products. And so we have a lot of fun things going all the time when you're a part of Pampered Chef. We have like fun parties, you can earn free things. So join my team and find out more. And then, so the flex mats, we have 2 sizes. We have the larger size, and you get 2 of them. The one I was using, so it's all dirty with tomatoes and cheese and things. And then the smaller flex mats are good for the cheese grater, to have it on there. Like you saw me put the cheese in here. So the 2 minutes for dinner to be done, or a late lunch. So it's going to be very delicious, and you could add on a protein. So that's about it for me. So I'm sure it's just about done. This is the pizza peel. So you could put the hot pizza on here. You could do a charcuterie board on here. You could, if you're crafty, you can make this into a spice rack for me. That would be really cool. And so we have a really cool spice rack here. So let's see. Spice racks, you could use your pans to hold your taste bud spices. If there's any other product questions you have, let me know. We do have some specials going on pantry items, so if you like to make cooking easier by having mixes on hand, I can let you know in the comments what items are on special this month. And invite your friends to my Carrie Cooks Deliciousness VIP group, and I'd appreciate it. So our food is almost done. I'm going to get ready for it on the counter here. 17 seconds. It's Irish Heritage Month, so it's good to have an Italian recipe. I'm going to be posting more Italian recipes. I actually am in an Italian club, and I have a dinner that I'm going to tonight, so lots of Italian food. I wish you could smell how good the garlic and everything smells. So let's see. I have cook's hands, but you might need to put on some things to get it out of the microwave. So this is a lid I was telling you about that you could, a facial, that you could put when it's not hot on your plate, and you could cook things in the microwave. If you have an extra one, I have an extra one. And so, oh my gosh, it looks so good. I'm gonna have to go try this, but I did get a bowl to try it. So, do you have to use a spoon? Are you Italian, or what kind of foods do you like, so I know what to post more about? Some Italians like to twirl their pasta with a spoon. Sometimes I do that. So, yeah, it looks delicious. So, you could take a little pasta, some basil, and then you definitely want some cheese. It looks a little too hot to try right now, so, but I will try it anyways. You probably need to toss it. I'm not going to talk with my mouth full. Yeah, that's really good. You could add a little salt, more cheese, Romano cheese if you like things saltier. But yeah, it's really good. You could add more garlic powder. We have a lot of seasonings that you could add. So if you wanted more garlic taste, you could add garlic herb, garlic rub. So thanks for joining my bruschetta pasta. It was really good. It didn't take very long, maybe 30 minutes or less. And if you have any questions, I'm always here for you. You can message me, email me, call me, text me. You know how to find me. Have a great day. Bye.